Hello, and welcome to the View from Sibos 2020, being held virtually for the first time ever. I'm Joy McKnight, Managing Editor of The Banker, and I'm joined by Marc Recker, who's Head of Clearing Products, Cash Management at Deutsche Bank, via video link. Marc, thanks so much for joining me.
Hi, Joy. Thanks for having me.
So on the client side, how has COVID-19 accelerated the need for the digitization of process steps?
Joy, at the end, in a very short period of time, COVID-19 has changed the way we think, the way we work, and the way we interact. It has become evident over the past few months that the way we conduct business may never be the same again. But at the end, how is that impacting our clients? For our clients, and especially the customer services team that provide day-to-day interactions with our clients, it was a huge increase of demand for digital solutions that keeps them to make their business life easier, fast, but always from a bank perspective to comply with the respective regulatory framework. For banks as ourselves, the coronavirus outbreak and resulting restrictions on daily life only re-emphasized and accelerated our digital journey. And for banks like us, every bank has, of course, its digital agenda. But from a priority perspective, Deutsche Bank has put the developments on our newly created Digital Service Manager. That platform will actually enable our clients to interact in a seamless way with Deutsche Bank across the journey of the client with the bank, from becoming a client to the end by using our products and services. From that perspective, clients do want to have flexibility. They want to work with a tool anytime, anyway, and anyhow. And that is exactly the case where Digital Service Manager, based on the latest technology, is giving that edge towards our clients. Because if we do have clients that want to work with a browser-based solutions, they can do it with our DSM platform. The same would be API integration in the respective ERP or TMS systems. But also our broker-dealer and financial institution clients, they can, of course, continue to work with us via Swift. Those are, let's say, the journey for us. It's very important to have a tool that is equipped for all our clients in a seamless integration way with Deutsche Bank.
Okay, but how has it made everything much more real time?
You need to analyze all the respective steps and processes in the bank. And mostly not only from a technological perspective, but also business processes need to be aligned with second line of defense stakeholders, being it compliance, being it regulatory affairs, that all these ones get aligned to a way to come up with a common solution to get the end-to-end process flow much more real time. But of course, latest technological developments like the integration of API or using modern technology are, of course, the biggest enabler for that move towards real time.
Excellent. And another hot topic that's always discussed at Sibos is really around cross-border payments and the pain surrounding that. What is the next step in the evolution of cross-border payments?
Look, before going to the next step, I think it's just to re-emphasize the way what the industry has achieved in a relatively short time frame. 3 years ago, with the introduction of Swift GPI, the industry, together under the umbrella of Swift orchestration, we managed to revolutionize cross-border payments without disrupting the banking industry and not disrupting our clients. At the end, what Swift created with the tracking capability through a central cloud service, and also increasing speed, because it was not only a technological process, it was also based on a multilateral SLA between the banks. Banks tend to increase also their own processes to deliver a better client experience. So that is already something where we have been, let's say, very successful in implementing that and creating positive impact for our corporate treasurers. And that journey is not over. The biggest step that is happening now in November this year will be the universal confirmation. So up to now, you needed to be a GPI bank to be, in fact, possibility to update the respective tracker information. Now, every financial institution that is connected to Swift will have the obligation to inform the Swift tracker about the status of the respective MT103 message. And that will, of course, close the gap, close the white spots on the map for cross-border payments that by the November 2021 or a bit later in the year, we will have the possibility to see all your MT103 transactions globally throughout, let's say, the correspondent banking network. The next evolution are also services towards clients. You see already very active clients that are using the pay and trace applicability to corporate treasurers. integrating SWIFT GPI information into the respective ERP TMS systems. The same applies as well that corporate clients can initiate their own unique end-to-end transaction identifier that will make them easier to track their payments and update subsequent reconciliation efforts on their side. But it does not only stop with new services. It is also SWIFT that wants to reduce the friction around payments. Payments are quite digital, but it's about what is happening with an investigation. How can I stop a payment? And all these services SWIFT has already released and SWIFT is continuing to working on. For example, GCase. GCase is a case resolution system where SWIFT is currently piloting with a few of the transaction banks. That is something will become the new default once we are moved to ISO 20022, and that will increase the efficiency around investigation handling. While the journey up to now was very much focused to get the banking, the financial industry right, and to give the first focus to corporate clients or to multinational clients, SWIFT is also working with the respective industry participants to have even solutions for the mid-corp and the retail segment. So there is something at Sibos that will be announced from SWIFT about a proposition that will be very going shortly live for low-value cross-border payments.
Well, thank you so much for your insights, Marc.
Thank you very much, Joy.